I'm Scott Bair alongside my regular castmates Carmen Vitale and Mike Norman, and we have a special guest here, Bears General Manager Ryan Poles, here with us at the NFL Scouting Combine. Could not be more thrilled that you're stopping by. And first question is this. It's been 5 weeks to the day that Ben Johnson was announced as the next Bears head coach. And obviously, during the interview process, you get to know this guy.
Yep.
But what have you learned about him being at the office day in and day out, grinding through tape? Like, what have you learned about him over this time since he's been announced as your new HC?
Yeah, very thoughtful in how he goes about his business. Not just about the individual in terms of like putting his staff together or even players, but the chemistry of the entire group. That's very important to him. And I think the biggest thing is just the passion. When you interview someone, you get a lot of energy in the moment. And you're like, all right, is this going to be sustainable? Am I going to see this every day? For him, it's the truth. He is high octane, a lot of energy. It really has brought kind of a buzz to the entire building, which is great.
You've talked a lot about non-negotiables. What would you say is your biggest non-negotiable versus what Ben's biggest non-negotiable is, and how do you reconcile if there are differences?
Yeah, I don't think we've had any non-negotiables kind of bump into each other.
Okay.
I think at the end of the day, it's what's best for the organization,
Yeah.
and players that have the right makeup, that are passionate about football, that are tough, that are willing to work and put in the time, good teammates. So everything's lined up pretty good right now. Eventually we will have some differences. It might be a player or a situation, but the beautiful thing is we're very thoughtful, we communicate well, and we're not afraid to sit down and kind of work through some of those things. And I'm excited because when you're having those conversations, you're usually growing and you're doing things the right way.